WeAreArcade.com presents the Anime UK podcast with the SSRS.
You're listening to the Anime UK show presented by Aisha, Harriet and Alex, featuring news, reviews and discussion from the world of anime, manga, gaming and otaku culture.
Anime UK is brought to you by wearearcade.com. You can find us there every Friday.
You can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Anime UK Show, as well as subscribing to us on iTunes and YouTube. Don't forget to rate, comment and keep sending us your lovely questions. Hey, so this is Anime UK Show episode 8, and I'm Aisha, and I have Alex, Harriet, and a new member, Orun.
Hello. Hi.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, Orun.
I've just finished university, doing animation, looking for a job, work at a comic book shop. Favorite anime at the moment is, I really enjoy Attack on Titan, but, favorite anime of all time at the moment is Tenge Toppa Gurren Lagann. Favorite most played game at the moment, Dota 2. It's not the most, I can't. I love that game too much. Yeah.
So,
welcome aboard.
Yay!
You can join us now.
Great. So let's talk anime. What's everyone watching at the minute?
So we kind of talked about, well, obviously Persona 4 Arena was the game that we kind of all played last week. So Persona 4, it's the anime.
Do you want to talk us through what it's about?
Yep, it's basically about, I think the main character is you, is it? I can't pronounce
Yeah, go ahead,
yeah.
guy. I was getting confused about the names as well.
Yeah, I'm terrible with names because in the game he's just not a name that you make up. So let's say protagonist.
MC. Just to be lazy.
Yeah. He moves to a town for the summer, enrolls in the school, and basically kind of discovers the televisions on a rainy night, especially, you see these murders on the television, and he gets involved with the rest of the school class, which I know Chie and a few others, but and they kind of investigate. They go in through the TV to somewhere called the Midnight Hour, is it? I believe.
Midnight Channel?
Midnight Channel, that's the one. And they investigate with a character called Teddy, what's happening, and in the meantime they somewhat discover the shadows of themselves, which ultimately, if they learn to accept their bad qualities, they earn a persona. And it's good. I've played the game and I like the anime. It's really good. I haven't watched all of it. I've only got like the first 2 box sets. Obviously the next 2 will be out soon, but definitely one that I've enjoyed so far.
Yeah, I have to say, within like the first 7 minutes, bam, someone's dead. Oh my god, what's going on?
That's it.
Everyone's getting hung.
Oh, I just had fun when it's like the MC suddenly turns into this badass, awesome person.
Yeah.
It's like the first 5 minutes, oh, hello, I'm new in town. Oh, I've got a pair of glasses now, I'm awesome.
That's it, yeah.
Pretty much. I was a bit disappointed with Yosuke. He turns out to be a proper ditz. He's really cool at the game, and it was quite sad actually to see him into a bumbling idiot, and I just thought, oh man, you stealing the show. Oh, sad times. It's definitely really good if you guys are playing the game to watch the series first. Obviously me and Harriet are going backwards. we're actually, getting to grips of what's going on. But yeah, you kind of figure it out soon as really. And what I loved is they kept with the same music, the same graphics, everything. So you straight away, you feel really accommodating to the actual anime if you've played the game as well. Well, the 2 games, Arena and what was it? The other one, Persona just plain 4, isn't it?
Persona 4 Golden.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I did like how, what they did do with the TV show is, especially if you didn't do certain character, like, what are they called? Like character trees where you go down like, oh, I'm going to become friends with this character.
Oh, yeah.
It showed you in the anime, it does show you like in the anime, oh, this is what would have happened maybe if you went and spoke to this person, or if you didn't didn't like that character in the game. You get to actually see how, their relationship trees are really cool.
Yeah.
I need to watch more of it now then. I've been hunting it down and only found one episode.
Oh, I have to interject as well, Alex. I expect you to be getting Persona Golden on the Vita.
Yes, I am actually going to get it. My mum actually was interested in it. After we went into the store and it was on the TV and she just stood there for like 5 minutes staring at it. And so yeah, I am going to get that, sadly after I finish my backlog. Which is going to be here forever.
Usually I go into a game shop or a comic shop and my mum just looks around just thinking, what the hell are you into?
No, my mum just stood there and went, oh, that's a pretty Japanese fan. And I was like, what are you looking? Oh, Persona 4 Arcade. Oh, it's the fighting game. Oh, that's what you're looking at. Mum, do you want it? Oh, I wouldn't mind.
Oh,
so, yeah,
so cute.
I might end up fighting her on the Vita.
That's great.
Soon find out. I hope she doesn't mind, because there's nothing else she can really play. I think she likes the Vita because it's simple.
And it helps that this game's actually in English as well. Woo!
Yes. She can sit there and go, what does this do? While fiddling with the touchscreen.
Awesome. Let's move on to the next one. Have you guys seen Chocotan?
Yes.
It's
I love
adorable.
Chocotan. Just to give you a rough idea, it's basically a manga that got recently turned into an anime. Now-chan owns a little Dachshund called Chocotan, who isn't normal because Chocotan can actually talk. So imagine how annoying a yapping little Dachshund is, but now add the whole, oh my god, I love you, shut up. Seriously. And you're kind of just thinking, oh please, how can you do a series out of this? But eventually, they do give you a little bit of info in the 10-minute first episode where, they say, oh, and so randomly one day, Chocotan ate a house plant and suddenly Chocotan could talk. Why has no one investigated into this plant? Why has no one done something, I don't know, made money off it? It's just crazy. All it is about, Now-chan being in love with this guy who's not in her class anymore, and they walk their little Dachshunds together, and that's it really.
I like how the boy's like dog is meant to be ultra cool as well and has like the narrow eyes.
Happy. That's the worst thing about it. It's the most
happy.
beautiful little shit ever. Happy.
It's great. He's just a jerk. It's too good.
There's a little bit of sexual tension between him and Chocotan. He doesn't know it yet, but he totally digs her.
Yeah. I saw him blushing.
Yeah.
They're
gonna have cute little mixed race babies together. Totally. So yeah, definitely I'm gonna be probably watching this because it's short and it's got cute little outfits and a talking yapping dog, of course. So
An
must watch.
adorable yapping dog.
If you must.
But
If
she's
you must.
so... I very rarely like stuff like this, and I looked at it. This is drawn really sweet and really nice.
But the thing is, the manga is beautiful if you've seen it. Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, I'm looking that one up.
You'd have to definitely, it'd be really good like if you bought like a calendar for Chocotan because it's just so gorgeous. Just, even if it was all of the dog. Amazing. So yeah, that's that's Chocotan. So, let's move on to the next one. Another animal one. Okay, I have to say, I kind of regret looking at this, but I guess after watching Chocotan, I thought let's give every animal anime a chance, and I watched Jewel Pet Happiness.
No.
Cuteness over that. I couldn't take it.
Yeah.
I liked the animation a lot, and I liked the character design, but I couldn't, the first time they said the first word of the show, I couldn't.
I'm so glad we all agree on this. Literally, we just saw it because it was cute, and then they opened their mouths and it's like, oh my god, stop, my ears, the voice. What did they do? They auto-tuned it or something to make it sound worse. It's more chipmunk-fied, these little animals. I couldn't even concentrate what the hell was going on. Someone tell me what that show was about, please.
I don't know. I kind of like went into a coma after the first 5 minutes of it, so I couldn't tell you.
All I can deduct is it's about, there's a queen involved, there's loads of jewels, I think she's entrusted it to the animals, and they all work in a cafe. That's what I got from before I lost the will to live and turned it off.
Tokyo Mew Mew? All over again? Working in the
No, I think that there was a lot more storyline to Tokyo Mew Mew. Seriously. Yeah. So moving along. Ooh, like a bad dream.
Quickly moving along.
Yes. To the next animes. This one, again, I don't know what the hell was going on, and I'm expecting, Alex to shed some light on this one. Hayore Naruko-san?
Hey! W. You forgot the W.
Oh, sorry. W. Please.
I think Orun might find this one funny. The W is a Kamen Rider joke, by the way.
Oh.
And there are thousands of Kamen Rider jokes in this series.
I need to watch this episode. I didn't get to watch this one. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, this is the second season. And the simplest thing I can describe it as, it's a harem series with Lovecraft monsters.
I couldn't figure out what she was. I was really duped into believing she was just a normal couple of that guy who I think was a trap. I thought he was a woman the whole time, and then it's like, no, it's not real. She's an actual alien, and they're not in love. He hates her.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. They're all Lovecraft monsters, the three girls. Mm-hmm. Well, actually no, it's two girls and a trap, so it's actually a boy, the blonde.
Yeah, the little blonde thing.
Yeah, they're actual monsters. They make a hint in the first episode in the second series. You see a picture of what she looks like when they're doing D&D, the Dungeons and Dragons. And that little picture is actually what she looks like. She's like a giant tentacle monster. And, they came to Earth and, Naruko is, in love with the main guy, the brown hair, which you saw.
Yep.
And literally she just stalks him all day. Generally just ruining his life and getting him in trouble.
He's generally a guy then, I take it.
Yeah,
the hero really sounds like a female.
It's a whole series of them getting him in trouble. And generally doing stupid stuff while
I think
making...
the first episode, didn't they go to a bookstore and buy like a nudie book or something?
Yeah.
And then he burns it. I was so confused.
It seems his face is really popular amongst aliens or Lovecraft monsters.
Okay.
And one wrote a yaoi book about him. And it got published on Earth. And further in the line down the episode, you find out who this person is. And she tries to get him to sign it and it goes all wrong. But yeah, this series just consists of them messing around and making references on thousands of different series. There's Gundam references, there's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure references, Kamen Rider, there's like everything in there. It's just mental. I recommend watching it if you just want to have a laugh and just try and play the game Spot the Reference.
Do you know what? I thought the little, what was it? A hippo bat? What the hell was that?
I don't even know what that is.
I freaked out. I was like, what is this?
I think it's the one monster I'm just looking
at. Game.
I was just kind of like, what is it? I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm not very good with Lovecraft monster names.
It did get my interest though.
This should be like, you should have like a shot game for every reference you see. I bet you'd be drunk by the end of the episode probably.
Well, it'd be a bit more like who can spot the references and work them out. It's the fun of it. Yeah.
I just have to spot one reference down and one.
They even, if you got into the bit where they're in the cosplay cafe, they're actually singing the previous theme tune from the last series. So yeah, the Chaos song. If you look it up, it's another one of those songs like Attack on Titan that you can put on anything and it'll work.
Oh, yes.
So if you look up the song, I think it's called Chaos.
I know what I'm looking for afterwards.
Yeah, I found one with OK Go. Dancing and the song.
Really?
So yeah, it's another attack of the catchy theme tunes. Oh. But no, what else have we been watching this week?
I watched the Evangelion 3.0 film.
I gave up on that. I tried watching it and it's just like my brain can't comprehend what's going on.
Well, I mean, it's
Evangelion.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it? No, I've watched like the whole series. I've read some of the manga, which changes from the series. Then I watched the films, which was like compression of the series, and then they changed the ending. And then it was like watching this is now I do not understand where there's been like some big giant time skip of like 14 years, but the Eva kids, they don't age, and there's this crazy crap going on. Everybody's against Nerve. Freaking like, yeah, I got terribly spoiled for that. But then when it's just crazy. Animation's really decent. It's a bit weird because like the robots aren't animated. I think some of them are 3D animated, which is like
some of the scenery did look a bit CGI'd in, but it was hard to tell because the animation was done quite well.
Yeah, it's like, I guess because I'm just so like used to the original series, because I've watched certain scenes quite a lot because the animation is so great and robots are so great. But yeah, no, it's like I think like in the first film of the remake films, I did like some of the 3D robotness, but now I'm starting to notice it. Not that I have anything wrong about using like 3D animation in 2D shows, because I think it worked really well in Tiger and Bunny. But
the suits in Tiger and Bunny were just delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a bit.
Sounds like you're
a bit bizarre, but I loved it. It's good. It was weird, and I just sat there like, what is going on half the time? But then I was like, oh, but I like this. And it was like classical music. I love classical music and robots. It's my favorite thing. Fighting and classical music is just a big win for me.
Yeah, but question is, was it necessary?
The
whole film existing, I mean.
Yes, everything to do with robots is necessary. It doesn't matter.
I agree with on this one.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
Another
it's
mech
like
fanatic, yeah.
Need them. It's like, well, it's like, why not? It's like, why wouldn't you have giant robots? It's obviously the future.
That's not what I meant, was it necessary to the Eva storyline? Or was it just a bit of fun?
I don't think it was that necessary, because with the, I can't remember the last film. That was like that. Once again, that did have a weird ending. Not as weird as the series, where everybody's like, "Oh, congratulations, Shinji," and everybody was clapping.
Yeah,
that was weird. I don't. Yeah. That was like, why? What? And then the film came out, and it was great.
Yeah, I remember watching that on. I think it was on Sci-Fi Channel years ago, and I just watched it. I was like, what did I just miss? Did I just miss like about 5 episodes worth? I just have no clue. But then again, didn't he have a breakdown halfway, like towards the end?
Someone else wrote one of the endings, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to rewrite it. That's why Rebirth and Death was, those 2 movies they brought out after are the complete.
Yeah, those
movies.
were great. Oh, those animations.
I swear the guy who does Evangelion just likes to annoy his fans just by going, let's make up something random.
Let's keep on changing the canon. It's okay. These are alternate. If you read like the manga, there's like 2 different mangas. One, I don't even understand where they do it. Oh, they're so weird.
There's several of them. I think there's 4 or 5 of them.
Wow.
I have one that's like a high school horror.
That one I know. There's one from Ray's point of view, and another one, like it's taken the mick out of it, and obviously the original, which they've re-released now.
Yeah.
But there's just so many different versions of them. It's too confusing. Oh, I'm gonna turn into orange mush like they do.
I hope that doesn't happen in the last film. Because that was super creepy, where they had all those rays.
I know. It was it was like all their fantasies, and next thing you know,
yeah, it's like, oh, you're truly happy, and now you are dead. Yeah. It's like, oh, okay. But I like that they got some new characters in the film as well.
Like Mari.
Yeah, and they had like a kind of like this old guy. They have like all these people in, I can't remember what ship it was called. Wonder. It was like Wonder, but Wonder with a U. It was a ship which, Misato was, in control of. And Ritsuko was there as well. She had short hair. It was all really weird. You have to watch it, because me explaining it, I think what happened was Shinji almost started off the 3rd impact. And that killed off for like a lot of people.
They're gonna run out of impacts sooner or later.
Yeah. They're gonna run out of humans to kill. So.
There's not many left.
No. But yeah, I did enjoy it. Even though I was half the time I was like, this is weird. I'm not gonna lie, like, I do love the robots. I did like, Karu, cause Quaru, I like Quaru a lot. I think from my childhood, I was like, oh, this is like when I used to adore like white-haired characters in anime.
They're always the good characters.
Yes. And then he was playing the piano. I was like, I like this. And they actually did, instead of just doing like the fake piano playing, which they love to animate, they were actually pressing pretty much keys that looked like the correct keys you would play for the song, which was really nice. But yeah, there was blood, gore, robots. What more can I ask for in an animation?
Total ecstasy, yeah?
Yes.
I have to say I watched another anime I'm not quite sure I should have watched. Hiro no Kakera Totsugeki Tonari no Ikemenzu. Whew, that was long.
That's the longest name.
All the pretty boys, for sure.
Yes.
Cause that's all it was.
Yeah, it's literally a girl just stalking all the hot guys in her neighborhood. I thought it was just all the hot guys at a school. No, random hot guys as well.
To be fair, this is a sequel, so I think this was like an OVA. Because
it's another weird series.
Yeah, I think this was, the original series is based on the girl who, sees spirits and whatnot, and, ironically enough, all these boys are going to her school, so it's kind of coping in between. That girl is not the main character from this show that we saw, but, I think she's one of the pupils who's friends with her. I believe. But, I didn't get it. I just thought they were obsessed with food all the time.
And I
it
did
really
kind
felt
of
like
think, how's no one noticed her? Because she was getting quite close. I think at one point, one guy's just, what are you doing? She's in the first naked, and she's like, you're naked! And he's like, well, why are you here?
Yeah, another one offered her green tea.
Yeah. The strangest.
Yeah.
I don't know. The guy, who ran off to get the, teppanyaki in the beginning was hilarious. He just kind of went, I'm just gonna get some, wait, I'll be back in a minute. Just gone. What? Sorry, that's too long.
Literally a minute.
What? You went? Okay, great. It's one of those random ones for people who really love the series and kind of want a bit more, I guess. Something slightly different.
Want to pretend to be the woman. It's usually what it's for.
Really creepy. Really. Yeah. Anyone else seen anything less creepy?
No, well, I define creepy, cause there's been a couple that I've seen this week that have kind of been like, on my level of creepy, but one in particular I really liked. It was, Dansai Bunri no Crime Edge, or The Severing Crime Edge in English.
Hair fetish.
Yes, it is. It's literally about a guy, his name's Kiri, and he's obsessed with cutting hair. And, to the point that he meets this girl, I can't pronounce her full name, it's ridiculous, and school people refer to her as like a ghost, that her hair is long, which it is, but her hair cannot be cut for some reason. It's cursed. He tries every pair of scissors in this house and whatnot. There's these two other girls in there as well, they're a bit weird, I don't know about them, no one has a needle, so which creeped the heck out of me, cause I hate needles. Then
you probably shouldn't watch the rest of the series.
Oh, no, I've seen a few screenshots of it, and I'm like, but then again, I've played Corpse Party, I've watched Higurashi, I think I could just about handle it. Do you know what I loved about this? I loved the music.
It is actually really good.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me, I know this sounds ironic with the hair and scissors, but Edward Scissorhands, I know. It's that kind of the music soft ground, and there was a bit of a weird ASMR moment in there. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like something you touch and you like sends a shiver down your spine. You know when he started stroking her hair, I was like, what? Wait, what age is this? I clicked on the wrong site or something.
There's a lot of moments like that which is like, please don't anymore, and I'm gonna cry. Why am I watching this?
I know, isn't she like 10 or something like that? I don't know, she's young.
Know. He's in school, I think she's slightly younger. Cause she's not as young as she looks.
No, well, yeah, cause she doesn't go to school anymore, does she?
No.
But obviously at the end of the episode, spoiler, he does cut her hair. So, with a pair of scissors, I forget the full name of them, but dismembering was one of the words.
I think these scissors actually got the name Crime Edge, aren't they called?
Yeah, Crime Edge.
Yeah.
Because they're in I think someone of his past relatives used them to kill people.
I'm gonna kind of spoil it a little bit.
Okay.
Certain items in this series are cursed in a kind of way, where the previous owners of them were either murderers, serial killers or anything, and the items were used to generally kill people.
Oh,
Items remain with that ability, so they can do things that generally are horrible if you're not careful. And those scissors are one of them, and there'll be multiple items in the show will start appearing, people will have them, and they'll generally just cause chaos for the poor guy with the scissors.
oh
So
dear.
you've seen one item already, and it's the needle is one.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what it's called. But any items like those are serious, horrible weapons, and they can cause their owners to go insane. So you're going to have lots of grim, horrible moments in this series. It's just like, oh, no.
Okay, I'm down for this. Sign me up.
It'll start going into seriously miserable, grim territory after a while, but it might take a while in the anime. I'm not really
Like
sure.
I said, sign me up.
Yeah, you'll like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely, that's what I'm going to continue with,
And
definitely.
it starts getting more along the lines of creepy, should I really be watching this territory as well?
I'm going past that corpse party. Way past that barrier.
Yeah. It's just one of those series that's like you should really be prepared to watch before you watch it. Just go for
Fair enough.
just anything is fine. Yes. It's a bit-
So not late in the evening, 2 a.m. in the morning, lights off. No.
No. You can try if you want, but it might freak you out a little bit.
Fair
Sounds
enough.
fun to me.
Just don't watch it with people in the room because they might start asking questions.
My parents are pretty much used to me now.
What are you watching there?
Nothing.
Oh. It's one of those series you have to be careful of.
That's fair enough.
Oh.
Any other animes to throw in there, guys?
Bakemonogatari.
You did watch this?
Yes, I've actually watched it before.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
This is the
because
stationary girl.
yeah,
Stationary crab.
no, I like basically I saw like a GIF on friggin' Tumblr, and I was like, oh,
You were sold.
yeah, I was like, oh, these colours are great. Even though she's ripping out his intestines. It's like,
Oh, you've seen that one?
yeah, I was like, oh, all the blood was in different colours, and I was like, oh, this looks really stylized. And then I watched it, I was like, this is nothing like what I thought it would be like.
It is weird, isn't it, the animation? Because they even have like 3D in it as well.
Yeah.
They kind of mix every genre into it.
It reminds me a bit of, if you guys remember the, what was it? What was that film? It was Digimon, the movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was in like the second part and the third part of the English, I guess, version where they compressed all those films into one film. They had all that 3D stuff. And it also like a bit like Summer Wars as well is what it reminds me of.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, that was, is once again, it's got that weird kind of, like, there's that one episode with the, ghost girl, where you don't know she's like, no, like the little girl, she's like a,
snail
blonde one.
Episode.
yeah, the snail one, yeah. She's like,
with the backpack.
yeah, it's like, oh, he's groping her. I'm like, yeah, even though she's a ghost, what? what is going on? But then that stationary girl's crazy as well, straight up.
Yeah.
Mental.
Completely mental.
Like, oh, you found out that I don't weigh anything, and now I'm gonna, like, cut your face open if you tell anybody about this. And it's like, oh, whoa, that's a bit of an extreme reaction. And then the girl who got the monkey paw as well attached to her arm, she's really cool. I like her a lot, even though she's crazy is what everyone's crazy.
Everyone in this series is slightly mental.
Yeah. The animation's really slick though. That's what I'm always looking at. It's always for the animation. It's super slick. And I love the stylization when they did all the different colours for the blood. And all
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's a fun series. They've been doing a lot of it recently. They've even done like little short films as well of more of the characters. Because there's another one, Nekemonogatari, where they do the story route for the what's her name? The one with the plaits. The one you see in the first episode. the first girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The high school, the student counsellor.
Yeah, that's her story. You find out about her and what happened to her, little Root.
Oh.
Because all the characters you've seen so far have been mostly girls.
Yeah.
Been cursed in some way or another, or they've got a monster or creature attached to them, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because the first one's the crab,
Yeah, the large crab.
which made me, it was just like, wow, that's, why could the crab be threatening? And then you see it, and it's like, oh dear Lord.
Well, I like it has all of that kind of Japanese mythology and all that kind of stuff in it, because it's not stuff which I know about at all. Unless, like, if I actually went to go research it. But it's actually genuinely really interesting to see it animated as well. Because usually, you see, like, the foxes, and that's about it. Most of the time, foxes and...
Raccoons.
Yeah, and that's about it.
Mostly focused on...
But this one was good, wasn't it? It was just all these different little stories.
It was nicely done. Even though the main guy, I'm really confused about his hair, because his hair is to do more with, I'm the quiet silent type kind of hairdo. But then when you hear him, I like him as a character at the same time whilst he's being a bit creepy. He's pretty funny. He plays up on that, I'm kind of like, also he's a vampire as well, or part vampire. And you expect him to be like, when I did see him, I was like, oh no, he's gonna be one of those cool types of characters, and then it was like straight up, nope. I'm just stupid. And I'm just a bit of a jerk, but, he still has like his heart in the right place, which is very nice.
I always get distracted by his hair, because he's got the little bit at the top that moves.
Yeah.
Whenever he's speaking and stuff. It's like, stop it. You're distracted by your hair.
His hair's connected to his brain. It lets you know that he is actually considering about what you're saying, and he does have emotions.
But it's really good characters in the series, and the animation is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I just wish it was slightly less mental.
Yeah, I like the mental, yeah.
Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna try and keep up if it doesn't keep using different names for each series.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to check out the other series now.
Yeah, I think if you look up Bakemonogatari, you should be able to find, the other series if they're under the name, because it's Nekomonogatari as well, which is a cat's monster.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of the other ones. It's really annoying because it's hard to think of them.
Oh, just Google.
Google the names. You can find it everywhere.
Internet will tell me things and I will learn.
I actually ended up watching something. It's kind of new, and I kind of thought, it's probably gonna be kind of cheesy, but I really like it now. It's Arata Kangatari. Anyone heard of this?
Mm-mm.
I think I looked it up and it was like a prince pretending to be a princess or something along those lines.
Yes, it is. I thought, yeah, exactly. I thought initially, what a load of cheese. Basically every 30 years a new princess is chosen from a special tribe, and the current princess is kind of drained, and, well, apparently she's turned old when actually her hair's just gone white. She looks like a child. I don't know what's going on there. Basically, the tribe that's supposed to produce the princess, they have no female heirs, so the male, he's kind of basically said, look, if you don't pretend to be a princess, we're all gonna die. So, because we're gonna be deemed traitors and we're all gonna be beheaded. So he just has to go along with it. He's not happy about it. And his name's Arata. And basically a whole load of political bullshit goes on, and there's the 12, let's say, guardians of the princess kind of turn on her, and before the ceremony can happen for the princess to give her powers to the next princess, they murder her, and then they accuse the other princess who's actually the guy, and they find out he's a guy, and blah blah blah. And while this is all happening, there's another storyline where there's another dude called Arata in Japan, and he's getting bullied, and he hates his life, and he's just like, I wish I could be anywhere but here. Oh, big mistake. He actually switches places with the other guy. So now he's like being chased, like, arrows are flying, and he's like, what the hell? Why is everyone trying to kill me? And the other guy's like, huh? Why am I in this room? What is this? Stapler? What's a stapler? I didn't see that coming. I thought that was kind of interesting. There seems to be weird storyline going on. The guy gets taken to a penal island, and then there's kind of like tentacles everywhere, and I just kind of thought, is that wordplay? Is this kind of turning into hentai or ecchi? No, it's totally clean. Definitely, if you're looking for a random fantasy anime, this is alright. And it's not too hardcore actiony, not too much hardcore, blood, fan service. It's kind of like a general bit of everything. And that'll be my last anime for the day. So, peoples, what games are we playing?
Dota.
Oh yeah, Dota. You'll be Dota.
Dota 2 every day for at least 4 hours.
It's like me with Skyrim. It's like, I can't leave it now.
It's so time consuming because if you lose, you need to regain your honor. But when you win, you're like, I need to play another game to feel that high again.
Hype.
Every day I'm Dota and... Sorry.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The parties don't stop. I can't. It's great. It's a game for me that I don't think I'm gonna get tired of. Not until like another MOBA pops up. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. I'm always gonna come back to Dota. Forever.
You're faithful to Dota.
Yep. I'm making my heart hands at it. At my computer right now, because I probably will play a game even if it goes on to like 1 o'clock tonight.
You're longing for it right now. You don't want to be here. You want to be don't you?
I need breaks from it, because if I play too much of it, then I get really tired and my back and arms start to hurt. But if I have breaks, this is why this is good. This is why it's good I'm speaking and I'm having a break from it, because that means I'm not being in pain when I play it a bit later. Feel good.
It'll keep you going.
Yes. Well, no, I will, and I've also finished Fez as well.
Fez.
Yes, it's so pretty and so fun and puzzles. I need to, unlock the plus version of the game, which gives you like first person, view, so you can see stuff in 3D rather than in the weird like 2D, even though it's a 3-dimensional world, of course. It's still got that 2D feel to it a lot of the time. But you actually get to see stuff in a 3-dimensional view rather than the flat plane, so that's going to be quite interesting. Because apparently
it was brain destroying as it was.
Well, no, because I didn't understand the controls for certain things until I reached near the end of the game. I was like, oh, that's how I pick up a cube. It's how you pick up a bomb. Why did my brain connect these two things together? But apparently there's like secret codes everywhere, and I'm starting to decipher like those codes as well, so it's gonna be pretty fun, I feel. Trying to get all of the special like extra cubes and stuff. I want to know if there's like a special ending if you complete the game. 100%.
I've just been too busy trying to find everything without kind of getting murdered along the way. Oh look, I made a jump. Oh, I died. That's not how you jump that bit.
Yeah, no, Fez is great. Great puzzle game. Oh.
Should we explain what Fez is?
Oh yeah.
Just sitting here talking about
A Fez, yeah. It's Doctor Who. That's what I'm talking about.
I know, I was thinking Doctor Who in my head.
Yeah, Fez is like an indie game which is made by, I think, Phil Fish. And
I never remember.
yes, and other people. But basically it's about this guy who lives in a 2D world, and everybody in that world is like, oh, 2D, it all makes sense. But then he gets the powers to be able to see in the third dimension.
Via a magical Fez.
Yes, and he basically has to collect these cubes, which are like all 3D cubes, and everybody, even like the people in your village, are like, oh, I saw a devil shape, and stuff like that, because they don't believe in the third dimension and all this kind of stuff. But he's basically got to collect these cubes to help stabilize the universe, because if he doesn't, then it's all going to collapse in on itself. And it's basically you have to solve these puzzles by basically changing your point of view, by rotating the camera so you see the other side of this place which you once thought was 2D, was all flat. But yeah, it's really charming. It's really, really charming.
See, fezzes are cool people. Doctor Who, definitely.
Yeah, it's just like the artwork is great, the music's great, everything is just great. It's a fun game. It can be a bit frustrating at points, but as all games are, all puzzle games can get a bit frustrating. But once you figure out, like, oh, this is what I meant to do, then it's just
Well, it has its own language in the game, doesn't it? It confused the hell out of me, because I was sitting there trying to work out a puzzle going, I don't understand these words.
Yeah. No, I think there's like some people online who've actually like deciphered everything. So, all of the letters, so you can like probably just pop online and just say, oh yeah, well I think once you play it through the first time, like second time you're playing, you'll be like, yeah, I want to know what this code was or what these words meant. And, like I think there's like certain codes on like little spires in certain rooms which you have to do to unlock doors or to get like anti-cubes, and you got to try and figure out what each turn, like, oh, you gotta try, it's so bizarre. You gotta try and decipher the code by figuring out what direction you have to do and like if you have to jump at a certain time and all this kind of stuff. But, yeah.
I think that's the thing that drove me insane, because I'm very bad at collecting things in puzzle games. And I was like, I'm getting all the anti-cubes. And there was just one puzzle, it was like, yeah, good luck with that. One anti-cube left, and I was sitting there going, I don't understand. It makes no sense. I've worked out the code, why isn't it working? It turns out you have to be really good at, like, moving very quickly with the point of view to get it to work, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, no, like, I did that once, like, with I did the whole turn, jump, left, right thing, and then I was like, oh no, I didn't do it right. And then I just like, oh, I'm just gonna jump off this side and like switch the camera around just to go to where I need to go. And then it like did it. I was like, oh. I didn't understand that I was just missing out on this tiny bit of code, which I did just randomly. But yeah, no, I wanna try and get like that game 100% because I wanna know if there is, I haven't Googled it or anything to see if there is like a different ending if you get 100%.
I don't know if there is. I think I tried and hoped that there was. Because I completed it and then went back again.
Yeah.
And then it said, oh, start collecting the anti-cubes. And I'm like, oh, I bet give me a reward for this. And started doing it. And then I never got the last one. And so I was just sitting there, I give up. I'll stick with 99. It's okay.
Aww.
Damn it.
Well, yeah, no, I even found out that one of the, I don't know what it's called, but on your smartphones, you have that there's like a little cube you'll see on like posters.
QR codes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got one on my, like a scanner on my iPad, and it came up on one of the rooms, on one of the walls. I was like, oh, what's this about? So I scanned it, and it's like, oh, here's the code you have to type in to get the anti-cube. I was like, oh, that's very clever.
This is why Fez got just like drive me insane. It's like, I love puzzles, I must work it out. Oh, I can't do that because I haven't got a decent phone.
Oh,
Googled No, just Googled them.
Oh, Googled. Cop out.
There was no way I was going to be able to get it to work anyway.
Yeah.
I say, even though, like, I know the guy who made Fez, there's a lot of, like, beef around him, and he doesn't really do himself any favors a lot of the time. Yeah, like, I know some of my friends won't play the game because they don't like the guy who made it, but it's like, let me just stream, like, the beginning for you so you can understand how good, like, at least the opening is. You don't have to watch me do all the puzzles, but the opening is really striking. And, I've not played that many games that have made me go, oh, wow, this is great. I'm gonna just play this like for the next like 5-6 hours or until like it's nighttime outside and I have to go to bed because it's actually 3 o'clock in the morning. But, yeah, no, it's good. Everybody go at least check out like some of the artwork in Fez. But yeah, I say go play it. And it's only like $6.99 on Steam.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is good.
You could also get it on consoles as well as a game as well, minigame.
Yes.
I think it was on Xbox first.
Yeah, because I think I played it on Xbox when it came out.
And now it's taken quite a while to come out on Steam. I was like, I just want to play it on my computer.
I've only just got a decent PC, so.
Yeah, me too.
And the only thing it's running is Skyrim, because that's the only thing it'll be worth playing on it to look good. I'm gonna run my computer to death with Skyrim. Oh.
What about you, Harriet? Have you got all the character endings on Persona 4 yet?
No, not yet. It's taken me a while. I know it sounds bad, I kind of like just distance away from it for it because I've been a bit busy this week. I've kind of been playing more on my 3DS. And I got Luigi's Mansion 2 today on 3DS. Cause I'm going away and I need something to have a go at while I'm away. And, my boyfriend got it and he said, yeah, this is the kind of game for you. So I thought, okay, it must be simple. And it is, cause he showed me a bit of it today. Obviously it's the sequel to the first one, from the GameCube. You just go around sucking up, ghosts. I know that sounds wrong. with a vacuum cleaner. And, I think there's more to it. I mean, the strategy guide is quite big. So it's a lengthy game. Though it didn't help the level he showed me was the spider level, so...
Spiders! Everybody loves spiders.
No, I don't. So, you just see these things, these little dangly spiders coming down, and I'm just now thinking, okay, I'm put off for life now.
Time to use the Hoover.
That's it. So, next week I'll have more about that, but that's one I'm definitely going to be playing for the next week or so. And then I'll be back on Persona.
I'm gonna make you watch me play Demon Souls Spider Boss now. Considering he's the size of a house and he spits fireballs.
Oh gosh, no. That's one of the reasons why I won't play WoW. It's because there's spiders in it. Yeah, they're like the size of the people. I believe there's small ones, but I think, as Alex said, there is a boss later on. And then, I didn't fight it. I played it with my boyfriend and I just like, no, you're on your own. Bye. Legged it out the cave.
Every fantasy game has a spider boss at least once.
Yeah, even Skyrim does as well.
Oh yeah, I have to kind of sort that one out. I was gonna get, what's it called? Spiderzilla. Which is the size of a dragon.
That'll do it.
Running around in Skyrim.
Just squash it.
I just run around. I'm the size of its foot. I was just running round it, just going, what shall I hit? What do I do? I have a tiny bow.
Step on it! I
have a tiny bow that goes pew, and that's all. Why can't I kill it? It's a giant.
Need a big enough shoe.
Can I just hope a dragon comes along and barbecues it for me?
Or get a giant glass with a bit of paper, just stick it there, boom. Yeah.
Giant glass mod.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I wish. That would be the best ever. Actually, you've been playing anything?
No, I've just been Persona-holic.
Persona-fied. Bang!
Oh!
I'm here all week.
Yeah, exactly. But same kind of thing with you, Harry. I think I abused it for the first few days and I stopped. And when I got back to it, I realised, it's better when you're a bit fresh-eyed and you've given your actual hand a rest. I'm kicking ass, but I've decided to swap to different characters. Elizabeth's really good. Have you tried her?
I haven't tried Elizabeth yet, no, but I know what you mean, because it is literally like your fingers are killing you by the end of it, like just completely, do this, do that.
A lot of smashing going on.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it's slightly easier to play than BlazBlue. Yes. But don't hate me, BlazBlue people.
No, I totally agree. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, I'm a Guilty Gear fan and I agree with you.
Yeah, it's using the whole arc system and that.
Good. I have no clue whatsoever.
Never mind.
Just button bash. That's why I'm at BlazBlue.
Do the same power attack over and over again.
Yeah.
Can't block, I'm winning.
Let's move on to the news. One thing that I found out today, if you remember the name Makoto Shinkai, this was the independent animation creator who did The Voices of a Distant Star, which was released in 2002.
God, that anime was depressing.
Yeah, well, he did it all on his, Mac or something?
That is pretty awesome.
Oh,
So
wow.
he did the whole animation on his Mac, and now he's got his much anticipated The Garden of Words, which will actually have its world premiere at Australia's Gold Coast Film Festival on April the 28th. So that's something that everyone probably will look forward to since then. Everyone's like, what's he going to do next? Hopefully this will be longer and a lot more flashy, I guess. I'm sure he's moved on to another better Mac since.
Hopefully one with slightly more power.
Yeah.
Anything else from you guys?
Well, Expo next weekend.
Woo!
That's
Coffee
something.
time.
Yes, and to be squashed again. No, I do like Expo. I took part in the podcasts, last week, and it's always fun to go on there on chat and listen to the presenters, Granny Gertrude and the Claw. They gave some news, but obviously because it's anime and game, it's more, we're going for the gaming side, obviously, so, and the anime. But yeah, I've good feelings this year. I know it's going to be busy, but always, one thing I will advise, bring drinks, bring food, because
And hope you enjoy queuing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need the picnic just to survive past the 3-hour queue before actually going in.
I don't think you're safe with the advance tickets. You will
you'll
still have
still
to
wait.
queue.
There'll be a separate long queue for you. Yeah, be clever, guys, because I know you could end up spending tons of money just on the overpriced food around the XL. Shop around the XL or go to your local Nisa or Tesco's beforehand.
There's a Tesco's literally just down the road, or a Cost Cutters.
Cost Cutters, that one I know of. I didn't know there was a Tesco's.
I think
every
it's
day.
that it's fairly new. It's by the riverfront further down.
Or you could just get a quick, glass of wine from the Fox on the way.
And then go somewhere else.
In the mood for your 3-hour queue. Get all, lick it up.
I know it seems sad of me, but I bring a packed lunch. I bring a cooler bag and I leave it in my car, so if I need to go downstairs, just drink plenty to have a sandwich, and that's just, it's so much cheaper. And then it just saves you queuing, because the queue for the food alone is, again, you're queuing to queue. It's a nightmare. And it's like, I don't want to spend all day queuing, I've got other stuff to do.
The worst
the
thing
old
is when you
2
queue
hour
up and there's no food left, and then you're stuck with the worst of the worst, and you just think, good lord, I'd rather buy a pot noodle. And you know what? You can't.
There's no hot water.
Think ahead, guys. Also, plus we always normally have heat waves. Obviously, since with the hail and the rain today, I don't think that will happen this year. But just in case, hydrate yourself, guys. We don't want any fainters, especially if you're wearing big, heavy, armor, like Alex.
Me.
So
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed dying after 1 hour.
I'm wearing a jumper both days. I'm gonna boil.
I have gone to Expo in fully covered up armour and a long black coat, and I lasted an hour and a half.
Oh, wow.
Before I was kind of I need to sit down and drink.
You did well.
Yeah, I usually hide outside as well to save me the trouble, which I will give everyone the advice of doing. If you get too hot, go outside. It's really nice.
And be careful, around, if you have costumes as well, just be careful around the entrance area. And obviously they'll have left and right, so I suggest going in, it depends on what side, but, if people are going left, go left. People going right, go right. Follow the crowd. Don't push in. It's, not good, because you don't want costumes destroyed. I've seen people in tears because of that, and it's not good, especially if you spent months and months preparing for that weekend.
Also, if you're up for a bit of a walk, if you really, really want to sit somewhere quiet and by yourself, just go to the other entrance at the other end of the XL hall. Nobody sits there.
One side, yeah.
Yeah, if you walk all the way down there, I always do this when I'm in costume. I kind of waddle my way down with heavy armour. And there'll be 2 people having a cigarette out back, and then no one there. And you can just sit down and relax, and there's no one, there's nothing to bother you. And you'll be it's time to cool off.
Well, did you say that was the waterfront, did you say? Or
It's the other end of XL Centre. When you're coming in, where everyone's cosplaying, where the DLR is.
Yeah.
Walk up to the other end of the XL Centre, just walk all the way to the other end through the hall, and it'll just be dead. There'd be
I
nothing
know
there.
that one, yeah.
Because they extended it recently, it's just like nobody knew it was there anymore. It's also a good shortcut to the hotel.
That's true. Also, if you want to have good photos by the sea or by the pillars, like from a photography point of view, at the main entrance on the right hand side where it's leading towards the bridge, instead of going down the bridge, turn left and it's empty there. And that's where I tend to do a few photo shoots, or if obviously photo shoots there, because you get a brilliant background with the light reflecting off the sun, whether it's dark or light, and then also you have the riverfront, which is perfect for photos as well. So a bit of advice. I'm not perfect, but it's just helpful.
Yeah, there's also, I can't remember, there is a tiny little garden as well hidden. I think it's like a 10-minute walk away. There's like a tiny little, it's like a house. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, just look up the Excel Centre map and look around, because there's quite a few. There's like a little nature reserve somewhere nearby, and there's like a garden, which is really good for cosplayers.
One of my fellow photographers, Nert, who is brilliant,
Right.
he did a map, I think you can find it on his website, which is manylemons.co.uk, and he puts maps of, where the best places are for photo shoots.
Yeah, because I had a number of people come up with like, oh, if you want to do shoots there, we recommend going to these places, and just kind of did a list of places.
That's it, yeah, and he's done like a bird's eye view and arrowed it, so it's like you can do it here, you can do it there. He's done it for Expo, Iacon, and all the other cons, which is really good. So it's handy if you're a cosplayer, you want to go somewhere where it's not crowded full of people, because obviously it's gonna be manic this year, because I think there'll be 70,000 people, if not more.
I guess when it was only 3,000.
I know.
In like 2006. It was just like, hey, there's only a few thousand people here.
You could actually
And you got really
around.
good goodie bags. You didn't get paper.
Yeah.
You actually got DVDs and t-shirts.
Yeah, and there
plushies.
wasn't even a fast queue. It was like the normal queue took like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, I'm already in, and I got a goodie bag.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Yeah, no,
And
I
that's-
remember.
Now it's like you have to be the first 200 people in the fast queue.
To get anything that isn't paper.
And then they just, if they have stickers, they just stick them on the walls or the papers. Or now what they do is they find paper, they make aeroplanes. Believe me, I've felt a few of them when they've just thrown them straight at my head.
Oh, I just loved the one year when we actually got a fan.
Yes!
That was useful.
Yes,
The
I
green
have a
one.
fan. It's silly, but I love it. It's really helpful.
It's the green one, isn't it? I still have that.
Yeah, I think AMV or the DVD guys had a fan as well, didn't they? They were handing.
Yes, it was the one with the mask on it.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
like,
I have that one. Yeah,
Yep.
I remember.
I was standing there, "Oh, please can I have it?" And they looked at me because I was in full arm, and they went, "Yeah, you can have it. Here you go. If we can find your hand first." I should never wear armor costumes to big events. It's a really stupid thing to do.
Get loads of attraction for yourself.
Oh, I just remember just walking around in this long black cloak with the helmet on, and people were just like, "Can you actually see where you're going?" And I kind of just looked down and went, yes. Not very well. Everything's blue.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
Smurf vision.
Yeah, it's because I was too lazy to make like plastic blue lenses that I could see through, so I just put blue fabric over the eyes.
Oh no.
So all I could see perfectly fine, but everything was light blue. I was just kind of wandering around going, "It's really nice out today. It's really quite bright." No, it's the mask. Cosplayers and their laziness.
I have to throw this in, guys. If you guys are into your kind of fantasy / horror stuff, and if you like Guillermo del Toro, he's actually adapting a manga for HBO.
Oh, which one was this again?
Was it
Tokusatsu?
I think I can't remember.
But he's really good at, his evil creatures.
Creepy fantasy setting.
Yeah, he did, what was it? Hellboy 2, was it?
Yeah.
And Pan's Labyrinth and
Yeah.
all the rest of that. So it's going to be kind of nice seeing him bring some Japanese anime alive. No, it's actually called Monster, by the way.
Oh, I
It's-
talked
oh,
about this.
Monster.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
Is it actually going through then?
Yeah, defo.
Oh, fantastic. That would be
It's
good.
official.
It was just
so-
kind of sitting at the time. We didn't really know.
Yeah, this is it.
So it's official, and it's something for us to get super nerdy excited about. Yay!
Speaking of something new, Orun might like this more. A new anime called Kill la Kill is coming out.
Oh, yes.
The reason why it's doing quite popular is because the director and the writer both worked on Gurren Lagann, and the writer also wrote Pantying Stockings. And they're all working on this new series, and it's really quite quiet at the moment. We don't really know what's going on. They've released a video, a clip, and the animation looks really nice. And I'm just everyone's just kind of sitting there going, please be good, please be good, please be good. This is going to be awesome. There's lots of, big groups of people have signed up for it. And so we're all kind of waiting to see what's going to happen.
I've just, been keeping close eyes on that. A lot of tabs. They've had, one of the, I guess it's not even an animated, trailer thing. It was also, a lot of still images. And
Yeah, it was
character
concept
design.
art, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I was like, I don't care. I need this in my life. Merging of all these beautiful people who make all this stuff that I love. I need this right now.
I'm just hoping it's gonna, it looks really fun. I'm kind of sitting there going, ooh, a new series. All the rest of my series have stopped. They just kind of died, and now I'm just kind of I need something new. All my favourite series got axed after the second series. So I'm just I want something fun that I know it's not going to die. But it does look good.
Yes. Great designs. I'm interested to see what it's going to actually be about. And, she looks like one of the robots from, on her shirt, it looks like one of the robots from, Tenga Toppa, Gurren Lagann. So, that's what I'm quite pleased about. And if it's gonna be same animators and all that kind of stuff, that's just gonna be crazy. It's gonna be...
I know they're gonna take forever on it as well to try and make it look as nice as possible.
Yeah, it's gonna be rad, I think. I don't wanna be, pumping myself up for it though, cause when you do that sometimes then stuff isn't that great. You're but I think it's gonna be good.
I remember pumping myself up for Redline, and that turned out okay.
Yeah, Redline was crazy.
That was awesome. 7 hand-drawn years of animation.
Yeah, I only just found out about it, where was it? About maybe 2 years ago, I went to the Anime Expo in Los Angeles, and they had big posters for it, and I was like, what is this? What is this thing, Redline? And then I saw that guy's pompadour. I was like, oh no, this is for me. I don't care. I watched, what's it called? It's kind of anime, it's French/Japan animated show called Oban Star Racers.
Oh, I remember that. I watched it until the last episode.
Yes, I love.
And then they didn't show it anymore.
Yeah. But that's all about racing, and I was like, I'm not gonna like this, and then I watched it, I was like, yes, and then I completely realized, don't judge something by its cover. If it's about racing, that doesn't mean anything, because there's gonna be a story beyond that. And, I haven't finished watching Redline yet, because, we were watching it a bit at work when we were closed and playing Magic after hours. But, no, that anime.
It's a really good film. I recommend it. Even my boyfriend, who doesn't usually watch anime, went, "Oh, Alex, I found this really cool looking anime." And I said, "Which one is it?" Redline. Ah, I've seen it.
Great animation, great colours, great character designs, great.
Great story.
Yes.
Even though it's only a simple story, it's still a good story.
Yes. I would suggest, even if it's I'm not into anime, so just watch it. Just watch it.
And if you're into retro anime/manga, I'd just like to say Ghibli are actually releasing a whole set of their animes, but in a textbook form. Oh. So you'll be learning how they animate and how they make comics, strips, and it will be in all the form of your favourite titles like Whisper from a Heart, Castle in the Sky, Geeky's flying delivery service. So if you want to learn, you like learning, education, and you like anime manga, buy it. It's pretty. Go for it. Make Ghibli more money so they can make more amazing movies for us.
I'm still trying to find the last movie he released.
Which one?
There was one, he did it recently about...
Poppy. On the Poppy Hill?
Yes, that's the one. I still can't
It
find
hasn't released yet, I thought.
No, it hasn't released in the UK.
So calm down and wait for it to come to the big screen.
Because there's another two on the way as well.
Another 2? Oh, brilliant.
Oh.
Yeah. One looks like it's based off of the, Bamboo Girl story, the Japanese tale about the girl from the moon.
Oh.
Or the princess from the moon, I think. Or something along those lines. I'm not really sure. They haven't
Good,
released
something
much.
different basically. Good. That's what I want. Yay!
Yeah, it's going to be like a traditional kind of Japanese fairy tale one.
Oh, is it going to have a miserable ending?
No, it'll have a good ending. I think, if it's based off of the original one. If it's like a little kiddie one, it'll have a good ending.
Yes.
Cool. Any other news?
Don't think so.
Oh, I had one other thing actually. In Paris, they're actually recreating 5 major tourist spots in Tokyo. So if you go to certain places in Paris, there will just be kawaii spots everywhere. So people dressed in Harajuku, and they're really into the anime and the kawaii scene. I don't know if they actually understand.
They've got their own one, haven't they? They've got Wakfu, or Wakfu. I can't even say the name. They've got their own kind of show based off of anime, which is quite awesome. And it's a game as well. It's quite popular.
They're even remodeling certain like parks in Tokyo around Paris as well, because they think it's so beautiful. One was specifically Katsura Imperial Villa. So if anyone's around France, have a wander. You might walk into your own mini Tokyo. Randomly. Cool. So let's move on to question time.
Oh, we have thousands.
Where we hit the audience. Let's see what you got for us this week. So, we have which animes / games make you super nostalgic?
Oh.
Cardcaptor Sakura.
Yes.
That was the only one I could think of.
Animes. Definitely Pokemon. I have to throw Pokemon in there.
Yeah.
Childhood.
Probably one of the next to that, and Tetris. Those are like probably the first games I actually ever played.
The original Super Mario's on Game Boy.
Oh yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog on Master System.
Yes,
Still
Sonic.
have all the Game Boy stuff.
Oh, Golden Axe. I just have to throw that in there. Yeah, so that's it. We're not going to have a sentimental moment where we all burst out crying and start hugging at old consoles. That's not us, guys. So, next question. How old were you when you first started watching anime?
I actually started when I was 14, 15. My friend, it was sports day, and my friend brought in a Shonen Jump, and I didn't know those really exist. I think that's when I first started getting into it properly. I watched Cardcaptor Sakura, but I wouldn't say, oh yeah, I was into anime at that point. I just thought that was a cartoon. And
when was the first Shonen Jump out?
Ages ago.
Because I'm working it out from that, and that makes me feel really old.
I was just about to say, oh gosh.
I have the first Shonen Jump, and I started watching anime before then, so how old was I?
I have it too, the first one. I went around looking on eBay for the first one.
I actually bought the first one when it came out, so I'm just working it out now.
I think I can tell you because I got it in my second year of college, so that was 11 years ago.
Okay, so I'm trying to work backwards from there, and I'm thinking I'm probably around
That's when the first edition came out.
Whoa!
Because I remember it had Yu-Gi-Oh on the cover, and it was green.
What on?
On
I can just about see it from the corner of my eye, but I can't see the date.
I think it was about June. I think August. I think it was.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's like I probably was the same age as Orun when started first watching anime, but I had manga first, so it's kind of confusing trying to work it around that.
Yeah. No, because I read the manga first and I was like, oh, there's animated version of these? Because as I said, like for me, Cardcaptors and Pokemon, I just thought those were cartoons. I didn't know they were Japanese when I was younger. But that's when I started like going, oh, wow, there's movies. I'm gonna watch it. And then it's like Akira. And I was like, oh, yeah. Amazing! And Ghost in the Shell. I did accidentally pick up like a hentai because I didn't know that there were hentais. So,
oh yeah.
And I watched it with my mum and we were
God.
wait a minute. Oh, Mum was just, cover your eyes. There's bad things happening. I was like, okay.
Oh.
Very, very strange.
Well then, I'm trying to think. I'm thinking the first ever manga I came across was 1997 when my friend brought in a French version of Sailor Moon comic. But then when I think back to Akira, I must have saw that in the 80s. You know, I was really young. My brothers scarred me for life by making me watch that. When Tetsuo kind of explodes into a marshmallow man, and like the girl gets sucked up in his flab, I was like, oh my god! And I had nightmares for like weeks and weeks on end.
To make us all feel old, I've just found out Cardcaptor Sakura, the animation, was in 1998.
Oh, wow.
The manga came out 2 years before.
Ah.
So now it's just like, yeah, that was a while ago.
So it went retro, man. We've been there from the start.
It's vintage. We were into it before it was cool.
Better recognize. Yeah.
How old was I? I didn't realise I properly got into anime when Pokemon came out, and that was I think 14. So it's been 13 actually. So it's 15 years now I've been into it. Though
kind of found it in our teens.
That's it. Yeah, I found it in secondary school. So I found a bunch of Pokemon cards, I think, lost in the playground. I just started. Me and my friend, we only had like 3 cards and we kind of played like top trumps, kind of, who had the highest card. We had no clue. But, prior to that, Samurai Pizza Cats, when it was on TV, and I think I was about 7? I believe, I can't remember, but I do remember it vividly. And then I saw a movie not too long ago, a Hans Christian Andersen anime.
Oh, Little Mermaid.
Yep. And that was very dark. I didn't realise how dark it was. And then
No, apparently that's the original My Little Pony.
That's the wrong episode.
The Little Mermaid. That's how it actually ends. None of this Disney crap.
All grim fairy tales and fairy tales have bad endings. You just don't realise.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of depressing when I found half of them out.
And Fritz was really annoying.
Yeah.
Marina, shut up!
yes,
I thought Flounder was annoying, but Fritz, you take the biscuit.
I really liked those pearl head clips when I was younger.
Yeah, they were really.
Understand.
They were made really alluring. I thought pearls were all, all that back then, but then you realise, pearls are pearls. Okay. So, if we go to the next question, which was, what was the first thing you cosplayed?
When we actually realised I was cosplaying, or did I just fancy dressed it up?
When you actually thought you were cosplaying.
Oh, that's good, because otherwise I would have gone into ridiculous primary school.
You would have never.
It'd be like thousands of things. What was the first thing I cosplayed? Mad Hatter from Angel Sanctuary.
Oh, nice.
That was a very weird one. Very lazy one. I just went to a goth shop and bought a top hat. And an orange wig.
Hey, we all started simple.
Yeah. It worked.
Edward Elric, but without the wig.
Oh.
I think I said it in the interview a couple of weeks ago. I said there's only one photo of me, and that's the only photo you will ever see of it. Cause I'm so embarrassed of it. I kind of straightened my, cause he has the hair down his face, I just kind of straightened my hair and just tied the rest of it in a ponytail, but it was still awful.
I am so glad that then no one has a picture of Mad Hatter because it's just me in clown makeup and orange hair. That picture will never arrive on the internet. It's on a disposable camera, so no one will find it.
It's probably faded out by now anyway.
Oh, it probably looks better.
The first person I did was Candy Wife from the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. And, yeah, that and someone from Team Fortress 2, a heavy character. I found the picture online just now. But yeah, yeah, those were my first, like, I didn't understand cosplay or anything, but I understand stuff now. Cause it's like, oh, don't make your outfits like 2 days before you're going.
No, it's too much stress and you don't get any sleep.
Yeah, that's what happened. And it's like, oh, if I had time, I would have like done this or I would have done that better. But
and you think it looks great at the time, but you are literally sleep deprived. So when you wake up in the morning, you realise, holy shit, there's a gaping hole.
Well, no, also I was going over to friggin' like America as well for that one. And I was like, oh no, we don't have sewing machines over here. Oh no, what happens if, and I basically had to hot glue gun all these like love hearts onto my dress. It was great. It was the most stickiest outfit ever by the end of it. But, you know, it's a lot of fun.
Well, at least it stuck together.
Yes. Well, I lost some fingernails, but it was okay.
Oh, okay.
Mine has a bit of skin.
Mine was a bit more general. My first cosplay was a gothic Lolita, and that was wearing a wig, which actually looked real, so I was quite impressed, so. Yeah. Good times. So next question would be, what are your highlights or things that you're looking out for at this month's MCM from Auntie Quinn?
That's going to be you and Harriet.
I actually have a list because I was very sneaky on the podcast. I took down some notes, so I'm sorry, Granny and Clara, if you're listening to this. Not stealing your material, I'm promoting it. Well, obviously, you have the director of Cowboy Bebop. It's going to be there. The voice actress of Lara Croft. It's going to be there. There's going to be some good games there. Sony's going to host a panel for The Last of Us, which is out, I think, in July. So that's something that's definitely going to be good. That's it. They're going to have Metro Last Light available to play, Lost Planet 3, and Splinter Cell Blacklist as well. So you could, and obviously there'll be other stuff like Dynasty Warriors 8, I think, are promoting their game as well. And also the Masquerade. That's the big highlight of the weekend. And
I have still never gotten to see one.
Oh, you should. It's brilliant. I've been to nearly every one since it's come out. Either watched it or taken part in it. I think I've only missed 2, but because one I couldn't get in, and the other one I had to leave early. But they're definitely the highlights of the show, and because
they're always on late, that's my only problem.
I know, they always have this thing every year where they kind of overrun the panels because the Masquerade is the very last one. So, we have a joke that is like, oh, so what time is it going to start this year kind of thing. But, you know, that was brought up in the podcast as well. They're hoping, I think, it's going to run at 4 p.m. Saturday and 3 p.m. Sunday.
Well, you will just have to review it for me.
Oh, definitely.
I'm afraid I can't make it this year.
And obviously they're going to pick the first Euro representative for Euro cosplay for October. So that's always a good thing to watch. And the next one will be Iacon. And then we'll obviously have our represents by October, and then that's when Euro cosplay hits, and that's a brilliant, I mean, our cosplayers here are amazing anyway, but just to see from other countries as well, it's just like, whoa. It's just like jaw drop moment. You just think,
a lot of variety,
oh my God.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, quick highlights. But and then League of Legends, obviously they have their tournament as well. You've got all the stars from sci-fi and other shows, Doctor Who.
They're for the ones I want.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I missed the Game of Thrones lot last time.
Oh no.
Oh, no, but I think they're going to LFCC. There's a lot of them going to... So, there you are.
I shall hunt them down and finally get a signature.
Yes.
Or at least one.
Because that'll be going to as well. But yeah, those are the highlights, and the rest you can have a look on the MCM Expo website, and they'll have them all there. They'll bring up a schedule, I think, 3 days before the event. So it's like a My Book, you know, you can flick through.
Oh yeah. It's like almost like a PDF. You just click each page, isn't it?
That's it, literally, and it has all the guides, and also the tickets finish the Thursday before. So grab them beforehand. I have to. I haven't the chance to get them yet.
Oh, I have to throw in as well. Keep checking every day because they do update it with new stuff every day. Whether more guests are coming or if people have cancelled. So to avoid disappointment and also to find something extraordinary the day before. Keep looking. Cool. So Harriet's pretty much covered all the great things going on. So we'll move on to the next question.
Expert.
Yeah. This one's quite meaty. So, by our favourite person who gives us the best questions, Mr. David Jackson, we have, what do you feel turns a one-time popular fandom, aka Naruto, into a hated fandom by the general consensus of the anime community? But, if you do say overpopularity, he wants to know, why does some long-running fandoms, e.g. Moonies, avoid this problem? Is there a way from a fandom becoming hated back to being a popular one?
I mean, we can obviously think of the bad ones, Naruto, Death Note, Bleach, yeah. I don't know, because when they first came on, obviously they were brilliant, but then, I don't know, maybe it became popularized.
The problem is, because it's so popular, it attracts too many fans that are slightly loopy. Or underage, or generally immature and an irritating bunch. So,
and I have to say, you've mentioned in the past, this is when the crappy cosplayers come into play, and this makes it more of a hatred.
Yeah, cosplayers get the same problem where we get more and more people, and therefore we get more and more horrible people joining us, which makes the rest of us look bad. Yeah, and I think the same thing applies to this.
Stop selling those flipping Naruto headbands, because people are abusing it. Privilege. Stop it.
Some of them are really good. Some Naruto cosplayers are really good, and then you got they got the rest, which are just like, oh, I'm just gonna wear a crappy wig and a headband. There's always some, but I think this is the problem with fandoms as well. They get too many weirdos in one place, and then it starts making the rest look bad, and so all the people who do like the series don't say it because they don't want to be associated with them.
Yeah.
And then the whole fandom just goes down with them.
I think with for example, like the Moonies, Sailor Moon, it was one of those shows that kind of people grew to like gradually. It wasn't like everyone jump on the bandwagon kind of thing straight away. So it kind of left time to kind of space out, let other people get on board. And obviously now, because they've re-released the manga and the anime's coming out, obviously more people will be jumping on board now. But I think that's the difference between then and now. Then anime wasn't as mainstream as it was, but now, because you can get it, you can watch anime anywhere, like iPads, stream, DVDs, whatever. It's word of mouth as well, so it's like, oh, I've seen this awesome anime, you have to watch it. So everyone jumps on, and then it's like, oh, I love this, I'm gonna cosplay from this, I'm gonna cosplay from that, and I've gotta buy everything from it. So it's just the mainstream thing. I think that's kind of not ruined it, but it's like you said, you don't want to be associated with it.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, especially if you enjoy the series. I mean, I loved Naruto, and then when everyone kind of like, a bit bored now, and then I got back into it recently with the manga, and I thought, oh, well, this is actually pretty good. I don't know, it's a shame I cut it, so to speak. So yeah, it's mainstream, I think. That's what kind of kills it nowadays.
Also, it's always really long series as well.
Yeah.
Series have a large number of episodes on manga. It's never like the little series.
Yeah. Inuyasha's a good example.
Hey.
59 mangas. Oh god.
Oh wow.
I don't think fandoms have ruined it.
No, I just think
no.
we just the series in themselves some of them are quite good. It's just you don't like to be associated with the slightly loopy fans, and so you try and not to admit that you like it.
Yeah, I guess because sometimes you have the extreme fans who are very poignant about their like opinions, and sometimes their opinions are wrong. Like,
but they don't like to admit it.
Yeah, no, man.
You know what? I've sat on the night bus, where people have had arguments over Dragon Ball Z villains. Like, how long was the longest villainous battle? Like 20 episodes, whatever. And I've had drunk people convinced, it was Frieza. No, it was Boo. And I'm just sitting there like, I kind of feel ashamed of myself that I actually know what they're talking about. Turn my iPod on, higher. No, I can still hear them. Oh my god, he's doing Kamehameha. I need to move now.
It's when you start going, you want to correct them and actually point in your opinion as well, and it starts getting worse. It's like, no, it was this character. You're
and
wrong.
It's like, no, I'm not supposed to get involved. Stop.
Yeah, no, I would just say it's like usually the extremists of a group who have their own beliefs. I know in some, I've come across like quite a few fandoms which aren't anime based, but they can bring out like the worst people. The worst people who will like religiously like be devoted to their fandom, and they don't see any kind of logic. And when I was saying that they're wrong, I mean like they are wrong morally, or they'll like either be racist, or they'll be sexist, or they'll be like, I know I'm not going to bring up any names of fandoms, but there was like one incident kind of semi-recently where it's like someone wasn't comfortable with like making all men gay, and then so many people jumped on that person. Like, oh, you're a homophobe and you're this. It's like, no, some people in this world are just friends. Can there not just be friends in this world? Not every man has to sleep with another man. That's not how the world works.
That sounds like every single and any fandom with two guys as my main lead.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've got like a mountain of names go through my head. Oh, we've got Sherlock, we've got Supernatural, we've got all the other series. Yeah.
So that's what puts me off, like, I'm not gonna lie, I like shipping. I'm more secretive about it. I don't need everybody to know what I ship, but,
I'm the same, I kind of like different, ships, and it's like, okay. No,
I always love
that
that terminology. I've always got an image of pirate ships and the sails of your two characters.
It's because you're always fighting, because you got one big ship where everybody's on, and then you got another ship. I like this pairing. I like this pairing, and then they go into battle. And then all it is messy and blood and tears and angry messages on Tumblr anonymously. It's horrible. But, I think, fans can sometimes, like, I'm not gonna lie, I still like Naruto. I've liked Naruto from when I first watched it. But, I did notice a lot of people who I did used to like watch on DeviantArt, they used to be like, ugh, anime fans. I was like, wait a minute, whoa, what do you mean anime fans? What have we done wrong? And then I actually stepped back and took a look at how a lot of people were acting, and I was like, I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna like all this stuff, but maybe not be as like, I don't want to go down that road of being like, it's just being, I don't want to use the term insane, but it's people being a bit over the top. Yeah, it's like, it's a show. You calm down if someone doesn't like your pairing, or calm down if someone doesn't like your headcanon. It's not your show. You didn't write it. It's someone else. It's something that is there for you to enjoy. Yeah, you can do whatever you want, but don't become a jerk about it. And don't force your idea. It's the same with anything. It's like, with fandoms, with personal beliefs, with religion, don't force it upon people if they don't want to hear about it or they don't like it. And that's what I think sometimes fans do, is that they can force and try and shove it, and then get gangs of other fans who believe in the same thing as them to attack other people. And it's like, this is why we don't like your fandom. And it's like, well, I would say I'm a fan of things, but I'm not in a fandom, kind of thing. Does that make sense? Unless it's about, like, webcomics, then I'm in a fandom. But yeah.
We're secretly in fandoms, we don't like to admit it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
We won't
We're
say
the
which
normal
ones.
fans, might I add, normal.
I'm in the shadow fandom, the secret society fandom that's way underground. Which is only 3 members are in it. But yeah. I think, yeah, it's just, I guess if everybody just chilled out and just I know it's like, it's hard to ask that from people, just to be decent people. It's like, cause people do assume that they're being decent even if they're being crazy. I'm just remembering stuff now, it's flashbacks, it's like having post-traumatic disorder.
All the events you've had with horrible fans are coming back to you.
Yeah, it's just remembering stuff that's actually happened. Well, I haven't been a part of it, but I've had to witness it going down. It's amazing. It is horrible. It's like a train wreck. And I think that's also because it gets a lot of, like, people will reblog it or they'll talk about it. Oh, did you see this?
Oh, the joys of Tumblr. That's why we never go near it.
Tumblr. I love Tumblr.
I love Tumblr.
I love looking at it, but I will never join in.
Such,
as you said, it's like a train wreck. You like to stand back and watch what's happening, but not actually intervene.
Okay, so we've come to the end of the show. Thanks so much for listening. Please don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Anime UK Show, and of course subscribe on youtube.com, and we're on wearcade.com. So follow our poddy every week. This has been Aisha, Alex, Harriet, and Orun. Bye.
Bye.
www.weararcade.com.
I'm sorry, I keep saying your name wrong.
It's okay, Orun.
Do you know?
Orun.
Remember it to you.
Orange.
No, I know what it is.
Yeah.
It's because of Orun from Final Fantasy.
Well, yeah, it's near enough. Orun.
I just need to think orange.
Yeah.
Orange. Okay, I'll write that next time. I'm sure I've only mentioned your name twice in this. Cool. Maybe
okay.
Dad can edit it out. It's cool.
It's okay.